I want to welcome you guys to episode 1 of Autocraft. I've spent a lot of time here trying to get the starting mining done, and I have succeeded with that. We're about to head to the shopping district. First, I want to give you guys a really bad tour of the starting of my base. So I've got some trees planted here, and I've got a small base of operations built up, stone cutter, ender chest, all that. We've got 37 diamonds I'd like to spend in the shopping district, if not all of that, most of it. I'd like to also start getting like an actual structure placed here. It's getting pretty dangerous when I log in and it's nighttime. I haven't had any run-ins with the creeper quite yet, but I don't want to. We've got a small plantation of food here, and my mine is right into the side of this mountain, so we can go all the way down there. I've got a beacon down there. You can see the pretty little beacon beam over in the corner. Spent a diamond on that, and that's pretty much it. Resources, however, are looking really good. We've got a double chest of cobble and then some, as well as a stack and a half of redstone blocks, almost 22 lapis blocks. It's not really a lot, but it's definitely more than I've ever had before starting out. This has been a lot of mining so far, and I had a couple of hours without any diamonds, and suddenly I just hit a couple veins out of nowhere. So these diamonds are a blessing, and I will treat them as such. I need to figure out a better tree farm here. I'm not going to go fully automated with one. I don't have any sources of bone meal, and I don't want to rely on the market for that. So we'll have to figure out something a little bit more reliable, and I think we need to go buy some slime from the market, if anybody's selling it. I haven't seen a shop for slime quite yet, but I haven't done a thorough check of the market. I also want to thank Clumsy for the armor I have here. Oh, I just realized this is Thanos' hat. That's actually really funny. I like that a lot. I think Lego Flame brought me the food as well as the Nether Portal linking me to the rest of the world. It used to be about a 2,000 block journey there and back to spawn, and now it's just a couple of feet. It's really, really convenient. Really, really happy I have that now. Other than that, yeah, I think that this is a good start. I have no idea what I have planned, but I definitely want to start figuring out some of these other things to make my life just a little bit easier and to maybe get rid of these crooked trees. I really don't like these kind of trees. I don't think I've seen a market district this interesting before. I mean, this captured my eye immediately. I love this rocket. But what's in this shop? I think it's very obvious that this is going to be a rocket shop. Okay, the price is 3 diamonds for 2 stacks, or 1 diamond for 2 stacks. That's not too expensive. That's actually pretty cheap. But I don't need rockets quite yet. I also don't know how to get out of here other than to parkour over here. I'm guessing you're supposed to fly out of that shop, but not everybody has an elytra. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love the. I really don't know how to explain it, but I love the giant mech here, the Nyan. I think that's 99. I have no idea, but there's a little boat up there that you have to fly to. There's a helicopter, there's an airplane, there's whatever this is. That giant mech is still really, really cool. That's one of the first things I saw here, and that still takes my breath away with how cool that is. That's just amazing. Got a giant, whatever that is. And there are just so many more shops. So let me do some exploring and see what I can find, because I still do not know where anything is. So I'm coming back from the shopping district. I'm really happy with some of these purchases. We've got a few materials here to start, and I think the dark prismarine and maybe a couple colors of concrete would be a really good way to start this. But I just noticed there's a couple things here from last time. Okay, is this shulker box? No, okay, so yeah, okay, so Death dropped me a care package. Wow. Okay, hang on. What we got? Six stacks more of golden carrots. I actually didn't expect anybody to drop me netherite. That is amazing. I only got one piece I need to do with the 4 netherite. That is actually really nice. So I can get my boots done, and then I just silk touch, fortune. I could get a netherite pickaxe. I actually don't have any of these tools, and these are all really good tools. Sharpness, sweeping. What's this missing? Fire aspect. And a bow. That's really nice. Okay, so, make a blacksmith's table. We need... I don't have any wood. No, there we go. 2 iron, right? Yeah, there we go. So thank you very much, Death. I will now have... I think I'll leave my boots as non-netherite. The netherite sword makes sense. These two don't really... So maybe I will do the boots. Let's do the boots. I think that's a good idea. The pickaxe makes sense. But I don't plan to use these much, but I do plan to do some digging. But I can always make more of them. I think I'll do both pickaxes instead. Yeah, that makes more sense. Thank you very much, Death. Plenty of totems. Oh! I actually had to put my other elytra up because I didn't have mending. Where'd my ender chest go? I didn't have mending on this, so now I actually have a really good elytra that I can actually use to travel around. That is going to be very nice to have. Thank you very much, Death. I appreciate that a lot. And it's on to planning our base. We do have 32 diamond ore. Death is really wanting me to buy stuff from his base, isn't he? I really think he's trying to tell me that he wants me to buy stuff from him. So let's see how many diamonds we can get out of this. 55 diamonds, and then still got 10, so we've got a stack of diamonds. Okay, let's head back to the shopping district. I've got a plan with these. Shopping district is still... Wow, just there's so much stuff here. There's, what is this? 32 a shulker. Oh, this is that glass and crystals, I think. This is neat. Someone's shop. I'm not sure whose shop this is, but that's a lot of quartz. And a lot of glass. Well, we're not here to purchase that, sadly. I'm going to have to ask for a better deal on that, because that's a lot of trading someone did. I'm looking for... Is this a shop? I've never figured out if this is a shop or just... pure decoration. Is this just decoration? Yes? Okay, so that's just a decorative structure. I was actually hoping that would be a shop. That would have been a really cool shop. Alright, where is... Oh, there it is, a contraption shop. Perfect. So right next to the contraption shop, we have Death's Villager... Is this Villager Plus Plus? I've never actually seen the name on this. What is this? Yeah, Villager Plus Plus. It's got 4 lecterns here. Villager Transport. A Villager Crop Farm. Villager Trading Hall. Okay, so we might want to set up 32 diamonds for Villager Transportation and a Trading Hall. And a breeder. Maybe a breeder too. Okay, but I have to construct those structures first, I bet. I can't leave all of that material gathering to death. So let's figure out what style I want to do those with, and then we'll get back to that. This is a contraption shop, so let's see. A couple of things we need near our base. I think I left some of these slips in here last time. So yeah, the iron farm. There we go. Does he have an ender chest in here? Nope. Let's go find that ender chest. Okay, with the crash landing, Death has delivered an ender chest, and we've purchased an iron farm. So, we should be able to supply ourselves with our own resources pretty soon for iron, so we can get hoppers and everything else like that done automatically. We'll need some iron for pistons and a tree farm and everything else like that in the near future, so an iron farm is probably the best investment I could make. Time to do more shopping. 4 diamonds a shulker box. Might have to do my own end rating first before I start buying these. They seem expensive. First of all, thank you for the gift bag, or box, or whatever you want to call the shulker box you dropped off. I have netherited my boots. I was actually thinking about trying to find an elytra, so um, yeah, I'm actually completely geared up and I'm ready to do this. There's just a couple of problems. I need a lot of farms, and you seem to have a shop for quite literally everything.
Yeah, I am the shop guy around here. Maybe, yes.
I mean, Top Towers isn't really that good, if we're being honest.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. We've got someone who doesn't like the top. That's good. I like you.
Nope,
Uh,
it's no good. Uh, the prices are a bit stiff, I think. But you just opened your redstone contraption shop, and I need a few things out of it, multiple things. And I want to pay on a weekly basis for each farm, and I want to stage their creation, but I need to get 2 farms built soon. Technically 3. And I've got a
mhm.
stack of diamonds, and I've already put the order in for the iron farm because it was cheap. But I also need to get a tree farm. Specifically, I need a nether tree farm, and I need to get a basalt generator built.
All right, I can do both of those. And since you're new, since you're very new and you're just going to start it off, I can give you a special price.
Ooh, I like special prices. What were you thinking?
So normally, I think I recently built another tree farm. Funnily enough, uh, I charge 3 diamond blocks for that, but for you, I think I'm going to drop that to 1
Ooh, that would really
because
help. Yes.
yeah, you're new. You haven't really been doing as much mining as everyone else yet. And I know you had some trouble with diamonds at the start.
Oh yeah, it was awful. I spent about 2 hours down there for nothing.
And the basalt generator, how many basalt per hour would you like?
Oh, I just needed to produce a few double chests an hour. Nothing serious. It could be
Uh,
it could be a manual mining one or a TNT one. I don't care which.
how does 3 diamonds sound?
Wow. Okay, yeah, I could definitely do that. That would help a lot. I have a
That's fine.
I have a base plan and it revolves around not using some of the materials everybody else has around here, but just some of them.
I want to show you a little something. The reason I'm as cheap with items is if you're looking at that shulker box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, funnily enough, most of those came from mining out a perimeter.
I believe that. Yeah, perimeters have a lot of work in them, but the diamonds you get out of that is insanity.
Yeah, I did that in July, and I haven't had to mine since. It's been great.
Well, I have 12 diamonds for that. I will put these with the iron farm order, and I cannot wait for those to be built. I do not have anything to really build with right now, so you can, at your discretion, build them where you think they'll go. I will work with their locations. Just don't put them too close together. I do want some space between everything. But the only thing I have right now, I think, is another portal, a very early starting area, and a dense thicket of oak saplings. So there's nothing really there.
Yeah, I'll make sure to spread everything out and hopefully not get in the way of all your starter materials and equipment because that would be bad.
Yeah, it would be a bit bad. Before I can get started on the next part of my project, I need wood, and I think I've pretty much cleared out most of my land of saplings and trees. I'm a bit tired of placing saplings, waiting for them to grow, and then chopping them down slowly, just to have the saplings potentially despawn because I forget about them. I've done it a couple times, but these are the last few trees we have that are naturally spawned around here. So I wanted to do something about that, and I decided to build a kind of simple tree stump, I guess. It's not really a tree farm as much as it is a plantation, but it still does the job. So whenever I feel like stopping the tree growth, I can just hit this button and it will drop all the saplings that are currently not grown down into the water here. They'll all come up over here for easy collection. I can then hit this to get my platform back, chop down these trees as I see fit, make sure I don't leave anything behind, and then I could probably walk away from this for a bit. I only need a little bit of wood at a time, so I only need to chop up some of these trees every now and again, so I can just let the leaves naturally decay over time, and then come back when I'm ready to plant more, and in about 15 minutes, I could get a stack or two of logs. So that seems pretty conveniently easy for me. It did take quite a bit of honey and slime to do, but there's nothing super complicated in here. It's all really simple, free camming. There's just a lever and dust over here, a simple piston to push that redstone block over into some repeaters on a honey slime platform. And then there's obsidian there to keep the water at the right level without having to worry about it sticking to something. So pretty simple, pretty easy. I think it works for now. And it should allow me to get the second part of what I want done. The second part is going to be this construction over here that I have the topmost layer of, but it looks like I need more concrete and dyes. I am so wholly unprepared for some of these projects right now, but I've got to get started somewhere, and I think that getting the mines done right now is going to be a big deal and a big help for me later on. So it's the only way I can get diamonds right now without spending hours and raiding with rockets I don't have. So mob farms on the board, which I think I'll put somewhere back there. And yeah, I still got quite a lot of work ahead of us. In fact, I might even hold off on this and do the mob farm next because I need bone meal and gunpowder much, much more than I need the storage from the mines right now. Alright, well, after a lot of resource gathering and a lot of work, I finally have everything working here. I'm really happy with this. So there are two tubes here and they do two different things. This is just a very short return loop here for the mine carts that are going to empty out. So the carts that come through here are just going to be kind of reused. So I probably don't need this much storage for it. But I also use this storage as ways to grab and refill the carts that are in here. I think grabbing out of this manually is still a little bit of a burden, but it's not impossible to manage. I only have to restock it every now and again. And the only one I really have to stock the most is going to be stone and misc, which are both really easily accessible. I don't think there are going to be any huge problems with that. But all that aside, this is the first minecart that I've got with a bunch of stone in it. I'm going to save a little bit of time on the demonstration and fill this cart to the brim just because I don't want it to take forever. And then I can send this cart out, and it's going to immediately dispatch another minecart right here through this system, which is just a dispenser on rails. Cool thing is that minecarts can actually go through blocks diagonally, and I've been experimenting with that quite a lot, so this works out wonderfully. And then that other cart is going to go right up into this tube and fall into this micro cell right here. It's going to hold about 6 minecarts at most, and then over time I can actually back up as many of these as I want into this. This system won't break. I don't have to worry about them stacking or doing anything weird right here. So they'll just kind of do their thing right here. And then what's going to happen is when I hit a button, there's a button down here to start the sorting. So every time I go over here, if this is an unloading a minecart, I need to press this button and send a signal up to here, which is going to activate the first minecart to be dropped off, which then the system then manages it itself with this light right here, which will flicker. And we'll see that flicker as soon as this cart's unloaded, which that'll take a while. But the second minecart here is about to go off, the stone minecart, which is the one I'm going to see the most of when I do this. And this thing is just going to go all the way to the surface, which we will try to race it as best as I can. A lot happens here in a very short amount of time, but the carts get sent through here and get dispatched pretty quickly. But as we'll see here, this has one item missing right here. And once it finds out where it goes, it's going to drop that cart off right where it needs to go. This is going to work for a very long time. It's not going to hold too many minecarts as to lag out the server. There's a limit to the amount of stone I will actually hold, which should be about 20 minecarts. The limit I've seen before I have a significant lag is about 500 minecarts, but I'm not going to even try to reach that. So I think I should be able to hold around 150 around here, and if I do cause lag, I can just crack these and put them into chests, and there's no harm, no foul with this. But how this system works is awesome. So the minecarts are going to come up here and sit in this silo. Now there's a half a stack of items in this hopper clock here, so every 32 items, it's going to let one minecart through. And then without having to go 64 items, which is why there's only 32 in one hopper, half stack of items, it'll transfer to this hopper, and when it does, it'll actually update this little circuit right here, which will allow this minecart to be sent away. And by the time that this minecart has found its home, Another minecart is already sitting right here, and then it'll send the next one almost right after this one moves. Depending on what's here, it could leave just a little late, but it'll find its spot. And then these hoppers would have the stone or other material are going to hold that item right here. The minecart's going to come and pick it up, and it's going to get sent back down there. And I really like this. I like this a lot. There's a couple of things I had to fix. This is a giant AND gate, and I want to make sure that as soon as any of these detect an item, it is going to send this immediately through, meaning that anytime an item goes through here, it's going to dispatch the cart as soon as it can. There's no wait time minus the repeater time here, but I don't need to really worry about repeater time. That was just a signal of strength because this is actually 15 long, and I want to make sure that if I get, the coal and the ores and all that stuff that's going to go on this side, I want them all to go to the end, and so it doesn't matter what's in the end of that cart. But yeah, this is going to handle a lot of items for a very long time. My only real limitation is the fact that I don't have a whole lot of pickaxes. So yeah, we've got a lot done here, and it looks also like Death has got the iron farm done, and this thing is insanely fast. I thought I turned this off, but I thought I turned this off. Did I not turn this off? It must not have been loaded. Alright, that's weird. But yeah, this is churning out quite a lot of iron. It actually helps with this and the minecart issue. So we've got that settled, and we can now start using a lot more hoppers and minecarts and anything else I need with that. We also have plenty of poppies, even so much poppies that I might even be able to get just a little bit of bone meal out of it. I need to update some of the ways to get up and down here. I don't like the staircase. It's actually driving me a bit insane. I've got a couple of other smaller things. I did manage, while I was digging up and around here, I did find, where is it? Yeah, it's right there. There is actually a skeleton spawner right here. It's nice to know that it exists. It's somewhere up there. There's a whole cave system wrapped around it. But it's nice to know that that's there, that skeleton spawner. I might use it for a bit, but I don't really need to set that up if I'm going to set up another mob farm. Because that will just be so genuinely slow that the gunpowder I need and rockets, I need to be able to start sustaining that without having to buy them. Other than that, the last cart right here, it is looking pretty awful. Lots of slime, ores, actually that's a lot of gold. Redstone, coal, all this is just really nice to have. So this is super accessible, no real big deal here. We got, oh well, we don't have any, which one is that? Okay, this is this one. So got some dirt, got a little bit of gravel, granite, diorite, some andesite. Yeah, this is looking really, really promising and really, really good for right now. And then I can move on to starting planning a micro base. I don't think I have a whole lot of time in this series, so I won't be putting all of my empty time into this. There's just a lot. There's a lot of time left, but there's not enough time to get a whole base probably fleshed out unless I super duper set up a bunch of time with it. But I do want to at least do some small things. I want to fix up this landscape. I'm thinking maybe a boat or something out here. Something at least doing a couple of smaller projects that could be really cool, really fun. There's a whole lot left here to do, but there's not enough time left in the season for me to do a mega base. So we've got to get some smaller structures built. I definitely need a better tree farm. This thing is so sad. But yeah, that is just, wow. That is insane. Oh, also, I do want to give credit where credit is due. There is a Reddit post. I will try to find it before I post this video. But there is this freestanding ladder that I found on Reddit in the Minecraft. And it is just so cool that this works. It really helped. I really like that I could get up and down this without having to have some weird blocks and stuff. You could barely even notice it was there, which is that's just really cool. Yeah, we've got we are out of redstone supplies, so I've got to do some mining. I want to be able to buy my redstone supplies. I don't really want to have to set up a shop. And then I think I want to start planning a couple of shops. I'm going to have to do some map checking. I want to start selling ice and maybe even wrangle a few polar bears. And then I want to set up a turtle shop. Turtle eggs won't go for a whole lot, but I do feel like that's a good project. I've already built Techman 88's turtle farm before, and it's not going to be a huge inconvenience to build that again. I've already got some turtle eggs in my ender chest, but yeah, now that we are finally done with this monster, I am happy to say that this is over. The only other thing is, I think I made this in survival, so if this doesn't work, it's because I built it here. Okay, does this work? Yay, there we go. So yeah, that looks like everything that's changed since I did this. I'm really happy that all this has come together. I'm really happy everything's come the way it is, but I hope that this is a really good first episode. I really did enjoy myself. I hope you guys did too. I hope that there was a lot of wackiness that I did with Redstone. I really enjoy doing Redstone that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, and hopefully we can get a bunch of stuff started for next episode. Hopefully we can get a better house, because I really do not like that house very well at all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you around. Can I say the entire time I've been recording, your beacon stop's been in the background the entire time?
Yeah, I've made sure to stand over here on purpose. You know, free promotion and all that.